a post-apocalyptic island where people can hunt zombies. But when the fences fall, the undead aren't staying in their cages. "10 years ago, a deadly zombie virus outbreak caused the worst pandemic in human history. The virus turned people into flesh-eating zombies, spreading the infection quickly and causing a war between humans and the zombies.
The most brutal and vicious war that...
The war ended with the Brimstone Protocol, a plan that bombed areas full of zombies, and over 2 billion people lost their lives. Zombies were eliminated everywhere except on the resort, a controlled island where zombies were kept alive. The resort makes money by letting people pay to hunt zombies safely and is run by CEO Valerie Wilton, who is praised for helping the economy recover after the war. She also funds a group called Hope for You, which provides aid to refugees.
Which is run by Hope for You.
A young couple, Lewis and Melanie, 2 teenage gamers, Jack and Alfie, a woman named Sadie, and a reserved veteran named Archer, arrive at a luxurious hotel to rest before starting their adventure at the resort. That evening, Valerie hosts a party, giving a speech about the resort as a place of healing for war survivors. Meanwhile, Sadie sneaks into the control room, hacks into the resort system, and extracts some data. Archer notices her leaving the control room but doesn't intervene. The next day, tour guide Tom takes the group on their first zombie hunting expedition. As they leave, a technical glitch prevents the main gate from closing, but the staff dismisses it as a minor issue. At the hunting site, Tom explains the rules of hunting, and the group starts shooting at the zombies. That evening, the group camps overnight in the camping site. Back at the resort, Valerie learns someone has breached their system, infecting it with a virus that compromises security. Zombies soon overrun the resort, attacking guests and staff. Valerie hides in the control room, witnessing the chaos as employees are turned into zombies. She retreats to her office and locks herself inside. The resort system activates the Brimstone Protocol, setting a countdown to destroy the island. At the camp, while Melanie talks to Sadie, a zombie starts walking toward them. Sadie grabs a gun and aims at it, but hesitates while Archer steps in and kills the zombie. Tom begins to panic and says that zombies shouldn't be able to reach the camp because of the tall electric fence. Using the car's headlights, he spots a group of zombies heading their way. The security breach had caused the fences to open, allowing the zombies into the safe zone. The group climbs on top of the car for safety, but when Alfie tries to join them, a zombie bites him. Jack watches helplessly as his best friend collapses. The group decides to stay on the car's roof for the rest of the night. The next morning, Tom informs the group that no rescue is coming, and they have only a few hours before the Brimstone Protocol destroys the island. Tom explains that the resort staff were instructed to gather at the dock before the facility was overrun. However, since the car isn't working, reaching the dock on time is impossible. After studying the island map, Tom discovers an alternate route, and the group begins their trek toward the dock. The group presses on, eventually reaching a broken fence where a car has crashed. While crossing the fence, zombies attack, and Tom is bitten. The group watches in shock as Lewis abruptly shoots him to prevent his transformation. Archer confronts Sadie, accusing her of suspicious behavior. He reveals seeing her sneaking into the control room on the first night. Sadie finally admits she is part of a zombie rights activist group called Living 2, which opposes the island's zombie hunting. She confesses her mission was to extract secret data from the resort's mainframe. However, her group betrayed her by uploading a virus to the system during her infiltration, causing the catastrophic security breach. Lewis angrily blames Sadie for the deaths caused by her action. The group, filled with disapproval, starts to leave her behind, but Melanie persuades Sadie to join them. Finally, the group reach a communication relay, where they find mutilated bodies and a zombie infestation. Moving cautiously to avoid drawing attention, the group splits into 2 teams. Sadie and Jack go one way, while Archer, Melanie, and Lewis take another route. Archer's group finds the underground entrance, but Jack and Sadie are ambushed by zombies. During the struggle, Sadie is bitten and urges Jack to escape while the zombies take over her. Jack reunites with others and they escape through a fence, leaving Sadie behind. The group enters the underground passage, a dark, eerie hall leading to a room where zombies are held in cages under extreme heat. Out of nowhere, a zombie attacks Jack and bites him. Archer kills the zombie, but Jack is now infected. As Jack begins to transform, Archer makes the difficult decision to shoot him. Now only 3 survivors are left: Archer, Melanie, and Lewis. As they press forward, they stumble upon a refugee camp run by the charitable foundation Hope for You. To their shock, they realize the camp is part of a sinister operation. Valerie, the resort's CEO, had been luring refugees from around the globe under the pretense of providing shelter. Instead, she was turning them into zombies to sustain the island's operations. Suddenly, a group of freshly turned refugee zombies emerges from the tents, forcing the trio to flee back into the hallway. As they struggle to hold the door against the oncoming horde, Lewis abandons them, running off to save himself. Archer offers to hold the door so Melanie can escape. After convincing her he will follow shortly, she reluctantly agrees. However, Archer ultimately opens the door and charges into the crowd of zombies, sacrificing himself to buy her time. With only 16 minutes left until the Brimstone Protocol activates, Melanie navigates a hallway and reaches the lobby where they were first welcomed to the resort. Out of nowhere, Lewis appears and apologizes for leaving her behind. Melanie notices a bite mark on his arm and points her gun at him, but instead of killing him, she hands him the weapon. Knowing his fate is sealed, Lewis takes his own life, while Melanie flees from the advancing zombies. As Melanie runs, she is pulled into a room by Valerie, who insists they can escape through an emergency exit. Melanie refuses to trust her and calls her a monster. The 2 women fight over a gun, but are interrupted by an attack from the zombies. The creatures kill Valerie, but Melanie manages to escape, running outside with the zombies in pursuit. The Brimstone Protocol is now activated, causing several explosions all over the island. Melanie narrowly escapes death by diving into the sea. Behind her, the island is engulfed in flames as rescue helicopters circle overhead. 3 weeks later, Archer is seen sitting in a bar, having miraculously survived. On the television, Melanie is giving an interview, exposing the Hope for You organization and condemning the loss of humanity during the zombie war. Elsewhere, a news reporter is covering the incident when zombies suddenly attack in the background.